You found our show, so come on in and take a seat. Warrior class, we got the keys. Dun, 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 dun. To get you where you need to be, just study our show, and you're gonna grow like crazy. Watching you will see. Dun, 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 dun. Warrior class, we got the keys, just watch out.
Welcome to Warrior Class.
Where the teachers will pass.
You will too, if you pass.
All right.
This is the entries episode. Warrior Class number, whatever, 200, 300, whatever it is.
Whatever it may be.
Yeah, we've been at this for 4 years now, so.
That's crazy, man. That's crazy. Yeah. Don't seem like it at all. Peace to everybody who's been on the journey with us.
Right.
That is crazy. And so I'm Anika will not.
Peace to everybody who else is going to join us too. You say what now?
That's a great point. Peace to those folks that's in the future and join us today for the first time. I was going to say Anika will not be with us. She is traveling the world today. She's somewhere on the eastern seaboard. I don't know, but she's definitely on vacation. She's a hardworking woman and she deserves it. So we hope she's safe and maybe she'll bring us something back when she come back.
Now that would be real nice.
That'd be real nice. It'd be real nice. If you out there, if you listen, I know you tune in. We want trinkets. We want stuff.
All right. So. Peace to the Spider-Man 7285, Eugene Mason.
Peace, y'all. As y'all join in on the chat there. Much respect to you, brother.
And all the lurkers out there.
Yeah, we got a few I see. We appreciate y'all. It's okay to lurk. Everybody ain't got to join the chat. That ain't for everybody. A lot of So you got some bold folks that jump on that chat, but it's okay if you just want to watch and sit, play the back.
What time is it? Peace. Peace.
That's why they got different chairs in the classroom. Everybody ain't got to sit in the front. Everybody ain't got to sit in the back. You know what I'm saying?
I used to be forced to sit in the front because I talk so much.
Yep.
First, they tried to move me next to girls.
Oh Lord!
I'm like that don't work in the hood. I'm cool talking to girls, boys. So I talk to whoever, right? But they couldn't get me in trouble because I was the smartest person in the class. So they would just move me to the front. And then when they couldn't do that, didn't work, they sent home something to my mother saying, the boy talks too much, blah, blah, blah. And my mother's stance, my father's stance too, but my mother's stance was more, well, he's doing good in class, so, you can't be too distracted. My father said, yeah, you're doing good, but if you're causing other students to be distracted, then that's on you,
That's that disciplinarian.
Right. So I didn't stop talking, but I toned it down a little. I remember my sister Lisa, they had used them to teach in our classroom one time, her and another girl. And I was like, hey, that's my sister, And I just knew she wasn't going to, say nothing about me talking and stuff, but she did, talking too much, blah, blah, blah. But we know it doesn't work to move you to around the girls. Then, you're a boy, so you're going to talk to the boys too. So we're just going to sit you over here by yourself. And I was so mad at Lisa. God damn, my sister did me like this by myself,
That's funny.
And that works. That worked for that class. But
I'm with Elusive Views. Elusive Views said I used to hate that my desk right in front of the teacher's desk. We shared a desk. That's what used to happen to me. I used to get moved around. I get moved to the front, to the back, to the side, and the teacher put up a desk right beside her desk. And that used to end up being my desk in most class. And it wasn't because I taught so much. I got the lesson in I think kindergarten, or maybe about at least by first grade. I don't remember what teacher it was, but they called me to the front to the class. She said, look, you the only one can't talk in class at all. She's like, you can't whisper. That's what she told. She was like, your voice carried too much. You can't whisper. You can't talk in class. And that really offended me. So people can talk and break the rules except for me. I'm getting penalized because of my voice? No, ma'am. But that's exactly what happened. And it's funny because we used to have those kind of, I don't know where they at, but my report cards in elementary school was like that one-page book that you open up.
Yeah.
And had yesterday I have like all the S's, S minuses, the N's and stuff like that. And then the comments. And I have all S's until it came to talking. And then the comment, he's good in class, blah, 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 but he just won't stop talking. And his voice carried. So he can't be talking in class. My mom used to give him, it never stopped. I still, as you can see, I'm still here running my mouth. So, but I didn't really talk a whole lot. It's just I still don't know how to whisper. I still don't know how to whisper like that.
I used to talk a lot, and well, still do, and I don't know, but I always was able to stay focused on the subject or whatever it was, but I didn't take other people into account.
That's what I was just thinking about. Everybody else all messed up, still tripping while you back on the side.
Right. So, it's like what my father said was true. That, yeah, you stay on subject, but you're distracting other people.
Jay said, peace. I'm cooking a meal in the kitchen and listening. We appreciate you, Jay. Robert Brown. Jadarion, which we owe you a shirt. We ain't gonna forget about you. I ain't gonna keep saying I ain't gonna forget about you. You know how black folks do. I ain't gonna forget about you. Why I owe you that little bit of money? Why I ain't forget about you? they say that till y'all die. Y'all go through life together and ain't forget about you. We gonna get you. We have not gotten new shirts. We are gonna upgrade our shirts, and you'll be the first one to get a t-shirt, brother. Just know that.
Now the thing of putting your desk right next to the teacher's desk, that wouldn't have worked in Chicago. Because the student been a goddamn stabbed the teacher or something. So that wouldn't work in Chicago. But they did used to, move you right in front of the teacher.
Yeah, I mean, ain't nobody. Nobody was stabbing in Wilmington, North Carolina back then. I mean,
Right.
now people teachers getting stabbed. Right back then, if fight a teacher, my best friend, he punched the assistant principal in the face in high school. You met him, Lamont.
Yeah.
He got kicked out of high school because he punched the. He was really embarrassed, and then told everybody the dude called him the N-word, which he didn't. He just admitted that he didn't like a couple years ago. See, that's messed up, man. That's messed up. But
now, the Spider-Man said, "Can you show us an attempt at whispering, Belay?"
Listen, I don't appreciate that question right there. That request. I don't appreciate that request. I can't do it. Let me see. I don't.
See, that's whispering.
Yeah. So I can whisper like that. But see, if you're in the room, it's almost as loud as the voice when I'm trying to whisper. So as I got older, I think I've kind of perfected a little bit. I got better.
Now, I never could whisper. Well, I was taught that whispering is actually louder than talking. So I could use my regular talk voice, low, like this, low. So I can
low as shit. I can't do that.
Yeah, I can use that. I can use that low and learn to do that in the military, really.
But this is about as low as my voice can get. Right? That's all I got. That's all I got. Oh man. Okay, y'all gonna stop picking at me.
We got any news?
Okay, let's get to some news real quick. I was just thinking about the news. It's funny because I never really said I'm going to be the news guy. I don't know how this kind of happened. It just kind of took. I don't know how to. But anyway, I was just thinking about it earlier today. Like, I got to get some news. I was like, wait a minute, why do I got to get this? Mama got a way of getting you to do stuff you don't even know you're doing it. You know what I'm saying? It's real slick, man. I'm telling you.
Yes. Rest in peace, Assata Shakur.
Definitely rest in peace, Assata Shakur. And along with that, Micaiah Siddiqui Israel was one of our students,
right?
For a couple years with the Seattle Youth Corps. He was shot 3 times. I think that was Friday night, and died 6 a.m. So it's a Friday morning, I think. And he was 21 years old. So I don't know the details of that exactly.
He was shot Thursday night, and then he died.
Thursday night, and it'll transition to that Friday morning. So we want to send prayers to his family as well. Definitely in our condolences. So real quick, a few things, 2 health things. So I thought this was interesting. I'm always looking into science and health. And real quick, let me see here. Let me pull this up. So what we have here is quantum physics has proved that luck isn't random. And I thought that was interesting. So
now, in E5, we've always known that.
Well, it's funny because what the science don't ever do anything but confirm what we've all known,
right?
For a long time. So in 2019, a team of physics at Oxford ran an experiment with electrons and found that particles behave differently depending on whether the observer expected a certain outcome. This confirmed an old hypothesis: the very act of expectation changes the results. Now, I want to stop right there because if you remember, I talked about this woman who won all of these prizes, and she got investigated by the FBI. They thought that she had rigged up prizes to win millions of dollars in the 70s. And turns out she said she had a system. It was called SPEC. Selected, projected, expected, collected. And that's how the universe works. That's why affirmations are positive, are powerful. And so that just confirms that, or it gives you an understanding of why that is and why that works. So I'll read a little bit further. You can pull this article up anywhere online. So, translated to human terms, the habit of waiting for luck activates a real physical mechanism that influences probability. Science called this the observer coercience effect. When someone is confident they'll get lucky, their attention focuses on opportunities that others simply miss. It's not magic, it's neurons at work. The brain filters reality, highlighting only what matches expectations. That's why I always tell people online and in person, when they be like, when I post something that happens, say something happened to black folks or whatever, it's always somebody's gonna be like, excuse me, man, we ain't gonna never get right. And I always comment, man, don't put that spell on us. And, you know, to get them to realize that's, you know, what we can't, we got to be positive about where we want to be at. We got to project where we want to be. I start to do this show with, a lot of you don't follow me on, which is to your detriment, on social media, which is okay. I'm not going to judge you for that. But if you did, on my birthday, I posted a thank you video and I had a suit on, but only in the top. I didn't have any pants on, but you couldn't see that. And my point was I wanted to project a certain thing, you know, even though I ain't have my pants on, you don't know that. I'm still projecting positively and distinguishedness. Is that a word? No, I don't think it's a word. But
yeah, it's a word.
Okay, so yeah, I you know, and so it's along the same lines of what I was saying, even though it was I was being funny about it, but I was saying you got to project what you want in this reality. And so I just really wanted to highlight that because we definitely, and we don't even realize that when I first started when I first switched to more to positive affirmations for myself and to take a conscious notice to me talking against myself. It was a girlfriend, matter of fact, that brought it to my attention. It's like, you speak too negatively of yourself. And I was like, no, I don't. I think highly of myself. Like, man, you always saying you can't, never, this, that, don't. And so as soon as I started paying attention, I realized, dang, I really do say a lot of negative things about myself, and had to really start paying attention. And also about our condition, us as a people, in our reality. Like you can't have it both ways. You know what I'm saying? So you got to just be conscious of that. So that's one piece of information, because some people only believe science, they're not spiritual or don't think they are. And so I wanted to give you that science information.
And spirituality is a science, but
exactly.
if it's done properly. Now, I used to, and you know that, I used to say, I'm old and slow and blah, blah, blah. And I thought it was a strategy to throw people off, but I actually end up having heart attacks and strokes. So you can't say that. Now, Frank Wilderson always says pessimism of the intellect, optimism of the will. Now I can rock with that. Pessimism does come from the mind. Optimism does come from the will. So I can rock with that.
And perfectly, you transition to the next thing I want to talk about, which is dealing with health, is if you're alone at home and having a heart attack. This is something, and Bob, you can tell me if you've been shown this or if you know about this. sometimes you have just 10 to 15 seconds to save your life. So here's something that you can do during that time, real quick. So suddenly a pain in your chest spreading into your arms or jaw. That's the feeling a lot of times that you get. That means you're in serious danger, and you can only help yourself right then. So one of the things you want to do is, let's bring this up right here. So, and you can and you can take this information, rewind it. So the first thing is take a deep breath, as deep as you can, because this brings oxygen into your lungs. Your body needs it urgently at that time. So take the deepest breath as you can. That's the first step. The second step is cough hard and strong. You know about that, Bob?
Yes.
So take a deep breath, cough hard and strong, as if you're trying to clear your lungs. Do this every 2 seconds without stopping. This creates pressure that can restart your heart. So again, step 1, take a deep breath. Step 2, cough hard and strong, and repeat every 2 seconds. Deep breath, strong cough, deep breath, strong cough. This keeps blood moving like CPR from the inside. So this can maybe, if you just keep going, and your heartbeat may return to normal just by doing that. It doesn't necessarily mean that's exactly what it's going to do, but it could return to normal. And you need to do that basically until the paramedics come, or as long as you possibly can. It's not a cure, of course, but it can be life-saving, especially if you're alone. So I came across that information. You fact checking and everything, and then I want to share that with y'all.
So when I went to the hospital the last time, first I went to the hospital closest to the airport, and you know what that is.
Right.
That hospital had, it didn't even have a bathroom. It had a toilet in the room, like we were in prison or something.
Like in the annex. You don't want to say the name, Bob. You scared you might have to go there again if somebody watch the show.
I ain't got to go there, but I'm afraid somebody here is going there.
Oh, right. They'll be afraid to go there. Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, but so at that hospital, when I got there, my son took me there. They were like, the nurse was laughing. It was a white nurse. He was laughing. Like, what the fuck is funny about this? I've had a heart attack before, and I'm having one now. He said, "Oh, you'll be all right." I'm like, this motherfucker. So they left me there. My wife was there with me. One of my daughters, Bami Tale, she came to the hospital. And shout out to Bami Tale. Today's her birthday.
Oh, shoot. Happy born Bami Tale. Let me shoot her a text.
Yeah. So they were both there at the hospital with me. And I sat there for 6 hours before they even saw me. It was bad. Then they finally see me. They take me up to the room because, yes, indeed, I had a heart attack. And that was no surprise to me, but they were surprised for whatever reason. So, and I was saying then, I got to get out of this hospital. They end up trying to put a stent in. I've already got some stents in. So the doctor said, hey, at least he was honest. He said, hey, I can't get past these stents. To put another stent in, we're going to transfer you to the hospital that did the stents. What hospital was it? I said, Piedmont. So that night, they transferred me to Piedmont Hospital from this other hospital. Piedmont, of course, could get past it. Piedmont specializes in,
I was about to say that,
in heart attacks and in strokes.
Southside specializes in trauma.
No, don't say their name.
I just said this, on the South Side,
Right.
they specialize in trauma. That's a specialty.
Same born day. My birthday is today too. Oh, damn, Jajarian, your birthday is today too. Okay.
All right, happy birthday.
Yeah. Oh shit. But yeah, so they transferred me over, and over there, I had my own private bathroom and shower.
Man, it was a difference in day and night, man. I'm telling you.
Man, it was a difference. So
even the security was different. I thought about that too, because it was crazy. It wasn't no security, no police station nowhere. Right. I just walked right through with my book bag on, with all type of shit. In the first hospital, it was crazy, man. It was crazy.
Right.
So you get what you pay for.
Yeah, you're gonna get what you pay for. You're gonna pay for what you get, whichever way you want to look at that.
So yeah. So that's the little information to keep with y'all. The last bit of news I have is about a suspended judge to appear in federal court this Monday. So I'll read this article real quick here. It's supposed to be an article. Suspended court judge. All right. But this is the video. This is not the article that I wanted. So let me go back here and post this instead. So there was a Charleston County judge appeared in court Friday. And so they show clips of this judge. So I wish, do I have it? I want to get his name. They showed clips, and the clip they showed online, he's been accused of giving sympathy to, before this happened, he was accused of giving sympathy for these mass shootings of these white boys, basically, that shot up a bunch of shit, excuse my language, but of saying, you know, we need to give some attention to their families, and these people were troubled. And so he got a lot of flack on that. And that's how he was in the news a couple years ago about that. So now he's just been arrested. I want this guy's name so much, it's blocking it out.
And this is in South Carolina?
Yep, Charleston, South Carolina. I'm gonna pull it up real quick, see if I can pull this up while I'm even talking to you. This is in South Carolina, and this was last week. So I want to get this right. Okay, yeah. Suspended Charleston County Magistrate Judge James Gosnell Jr. set to appear in federal court. He was arrested September the 17th on my birthday and charged with charges related to, see, that's how they be slick, related to the possession of child sexual abuse material. So he was taken into custody by Homeland Security. Investigation connected an account linked to him to a site in the United Kingdom that distributes child sexual abuse materials, not just sexual content, but actual abuse as far as physical abuse and things of that nature. During the search in his residence, agents found a flash drive containing illegal images and videos. The South Carolina Supreme Court has suspended Gosnell. Charleston County also revoked his access to county facilities and device. He appeared in court as a preliminary and detention hearing shortly after his arrest. He was ordered to remain behind bars as of this moment right here. So again, his name is Gosnell James Gosnell Jr. And if you look him up, you'll see the videos online where he's being real sympathetic to mass shooters, and I think he even may have got given leniency to one that was in his courtroom, citing how troubled that he must be and that what his family is going through and all the things of that nature.
Well, so, they always do that though.
Mm-hmm.
They'll talk about it as a troubled teen and blah blah blah. Now, before you said that he was, they had him for child abuse, and I said to myself, this motherfucker abused some children, or at least supported it. I knew it.
It's messed up. It's like they have I forgot what you call it.
It's not my birthday today. It's my daughter's birthday is today. My birthday is in February. The best month that anybody can be born in. February 21st is my birthday.
But you see, his child was born in September, which is the biggest blessing you can get, is having children and being in September.
Well, I've got 9 of them, so
and they all were born in September. You won't tell you that. No, I'm just kidding.
They were not, but that'd be dope.
So yeah, it just goes to show you, man. These you just have to be real careful with who we putting our trust into. I also saw a video where the whole high school in South Carolina was doing the Heil Hitler thing at a football game. Everyone in the bleachers and everyone on the field. And I don't know which school that was because they wouldn't say on anything I looked up. They kept saying that the school is being investigated and all this, but all the cheerleaders, football players, and everything, and I reposted it on a social media platform on a friend's page who keeps saying that racism is dying out with the old guard, and Negroes that think that, man. I mean, it's wishful thinking, but it doesn't appear that that's the case. Some things I think will always be with us, and it's what's going to ultimately have to change is how we deal with it. You know what I'm saying? Poverty going to be here. How are we going to deal with it? Ignorance is going to be here. Hate is going to be here. War is always going to be. It's a balance. It's just a fact of life. So it's always going to be ultimately up to how are we going to deal with it. So it's something to put in your mind to think about. Every now and then I get the vibe to remind y'all to make sure, first of all, you have that you got the right information, that you are preparing yourself for whatever that could happen. You don't have to have in your mind this is going to happen, certain things, but you can be prepared for a shift situation, which is just shit hits the fan. It don't have to be anything particular. It could be your house flooded and you got to get out. You know, I don't wish that on you, but it don't have to be war has taken over, skinheads is marching in your neighborhood, but you still have to be prepared for whatever may happen. So I hope you got your to-go bags, your bug-out bags, whatever you want to call them. If you don't know what to put in these bags, I hope you got I hope you are buying the books from renowned author Balagun Ojitade, which has a plethora of books you can look on Amazon and get about preparation, such as the USPI manual, surviving the is it urban apocalypse?
Urban apocalypse, yes.
And many more. And you'll have your things that you need, your ham radio, and costs about $20, you know. But it may be one of the only ways to communicate with people when you need to in a shift situation. I hope you got your bags. Hope you got your first aid kits. Hope you got everything you need. A nice good pair of boots. Two-way radios can come in handy as well. And I hope you got an evac plan that you practice and train with your family. And I hope that you may never need those things, but I hope you have those things at the ready and are training to use them. Because you can have a bunch of stuff and not know what to do with it and not be prepared to use any of it. And we don't want you to be in that position. Thus, the whole point of us doing this show. So every now and then I want to result back to that and refer back to that and make sure you're putting that in the front of your mind. And this is not entertainment. I know we're very entertaining. I know, you know what I'm saying? Baba has stories. We got jokes. It's a lot. We have fun, but we always want to put that in perspective of what our mission is, and we want you to do the same. So we urge you to get right, stay ready and prepared, so you don't have to get ready and prepared.
All right.
And yeah. So
now I'm looking at the screen, and both of us in my screen are frozen.
really, I'm moving. What y'all got going on over there? Tell us what y'all see. I see you moving. You ain't froze. Oh, really? Yes, you is. Yeah, you froze.
Yeah. And you
all right,
froze.
what's going on, y'all? Talk to us real quick. Tell us what's going on.
We both froze right here, but hopefully
yeah, I don't see myself froze. I hear you too, Bob. Yep, he said, yep, both screens are frozen. What did we say that triggered the freeze?
I don't know. But y'all can hear us, so that's good.
Okay, it says Bob is frozen. Movement. Okay.
But y'all can hear us, right?
Yeah, I definitely can hear you. Can everybody hear? Now it's just Baba. Can y'all hear Baba though? Belay is moving. Can y'all hear Baba or not? I'm waiting on a response, Baba, to see.
All right.
American national identity is challenged by the changing demographics. The browning of America. Yo, they can hear us both, so we good as far as that.
All right.
I don't know if you need to.
Now, when it comes down to us having to demo, I guess you're gonna have to just demo because they can't see me, I guess, right now.
Yeah. Unless if you don't come back to picture, we will definitely do that. You just have to guide me and make sure I'm doing it right, what we need to be doing. But yeah, they can hear us both.
All right. So you ready to get into the show, or?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let's get on down to it. Don't forget to check out our Patreon. We just put up Energy Drill #1. We may have demonstrated it for a brief moment on this show, but you can see it. You can get it down, learn, improve your intelligence with your hands, your touch and go, and your flow. All of that simultaneously as you do energy drills. It will definitely help you increase your combat skills. So we urge you to check that out on Patreon and subscribe.
Right. Now, Knox said, "What up, fam? Where's the lady today?" We had mentioned earlier that she's out of town.
Yes, sir. She's on vacation.
Yes.
But she did holler at me this morning, but to let me know she's okay. So she's doing all right. She's enjoying herself. She's living her best life.
All right. So entrances or entries. Entrances in the martial arts, rather than being a specific technique, refers to the strategies and movements used to enter into a fight or attack by getting into an advantageous position, such as frame flowing and dynamic defense attack transitions. And that's, we're going to talk about those, but those things are part of the ground of self-defense. Okay.
And you could know they used to teach in the entrance that you either want to maim, distract, or shock. I think, and I thought it was
that's anywhere. You want to maim, distract, or shock.
Yeah, I thought that was pretty solid. I was just saying, as I reflect back, I still think that's pretty solid as an entry. Yeah. So the term can also refer to the various types of martial arts themselves, such as Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, boxing, Muay Thai, and wrestling, which are popular choices for beginners due to their effectiveness in self-defense.
In the context of combat strategy, entrance focuses on entering a confrontation with defensive structures that are constantly shifting. It involves continuously switching and moving from side to side to avoid being static. Like the most severe example of that is in capoeira, the Jenga. But we also will move from side to side, but not as extreme as the Jenga is.
So, all right. So, if we got a stick, we may be moving. So you don't know which one we coming with. Maybe like this. If you could be moving a little bit like this one. You don't want to be, and Baba can confirm this. You don't want to be predictable. So you don't want to rock like this. You know what I'm saying? Where somebody can catch a time, and you don't. If you move and you don't want to be predictable. So you changing up and switching. You don't throw yourself off, but you definitely don't want to be predictable. Right. So I think we say do both. You mean as far as rocking like this and then switching?
Well, I can't see you, but
all right. So I'm froze on your screen too, Bubba. Uh-oh, he just went off. I think he went off to bring himself back so he could see if when he came back, would it be easy? Would his picture come up? So defense against incoming strikes and immediate transition to attack by using strikes, grips, and throws. So yeah, the Jenga definitely, which I ain't about the Jenga for you, but I could show you with a stick. I had one in my rooms. I don't want to have to leave to get one. But if we got a stick, see, I would hold the stick in my hand like this. I think you guys have seen this before. So I'm holding the stick and I'm rolling like this. Take a step. And so you don't know if I'm about to attack you with this side of the stick, this side, even though I'm back here, I can roll over like that with the stick. If you could just imagine the stick in my hand and you don't know which side I'm gonna come off of. So that's what he means by showing both, I believe. So many people recommend martial arts for new practitioners because many people recommend, I think, these martial arts for new practitioners because they are effective and well-rounded. Boxing emphasizes strikes and efficient real-life self-defense. Grappling focuses on grappling and ground fighting. Brawling involves powerful strikes with hands, elbows, knees, and legs. Wrestling, a grappling art that is often combined with other strike striking arts for a complete skill set. So let me see if this is him right here.
Hello? Can y'all hear me?
We can hear you, but now it can't. Now your screen is just black.
Wow.
Yeah.
Dress for ease of movement. Whatever you choose to wear, you want it to provide. You want it to provide free range of motion without being loose enough to entangle yourself or allow your opponent to easily grab a hold of you. Simple gym gear might be suitable for your martial arts training. A pair of athletic pants or shorts and a t-shirt won't get in your way and will provide minimal chances for an opponent to grab onto. When I used to train Stickman of Dead Prayers, he was always wearing a shirt that was like, I mean, it was a medium shirt. You know, it was real tight to his body. And his pants he wore were thin. I told him that in special forces, at least, we would wear these tight pants and a tight shirt so we wouldn't get snagged when we're going through the forest or opponent couldn't grab it or what have you.
Right.
Well, you know, I told him he was actually being very military in the way he thought, and amongst the Yoruba, they would wear shokoto, which are shin lift pants that are tight to the body, and they wear a tight vest. The warriors I'm talking about wear a tight leather vest with cowrie shells on it, and that's to wick off knife and swords and stuff like that.
Okay. As far as the entry for the boxing, grappling, brawling, wrestling, you want to just defer to that to when we got both screens up when we get together?
No.
Okay, you want to walk me through it because I didn't get to that. I just read it and then you came back and read the other
right. No. You can go ahead and just do your next part.
Okay. If your muscles are stiff, it can negatively impact your ability to adopt the proper stance and pull off even simple moves. Warming up and stretching could also prevent you from straining yourself while practicing your self-protection techniques. Now, this is very important. And as we get older, it becomes more relevant. So what I will do is, again, probably be Patreon. We may do a show. We did a show stretching before a long time ago. We may come back to that. But on Patreon, I'm going to show a few exercises I was showing Bob in class that help your hip flexors, your lower back, things of that nature. You have to keep, even your spine, your spine is made for twisting. So as we get older, we do less twisting, we do less things with our hip flexor, and it becomes weak, which become unstable, which is how we end up falling as we get into elder years and things of that nature, and become less stable. So stretching is very important, man. And it's not just that type of stretch, but we have to stretching and movement, almost like how we do meditation and movement. Sometimes stretching is really is not as basic, and is as basic sometimes, but not as basic as we were taught. Sometimes there's a little bit more to it. So anyway, definitely warm up.
Right. Understand the mechanics behind a fighting stance. The fighting stance is an active body position that limits potential strikes to your body while enabling you to defend or attack easily. Can you assume a fighting stance?
Yes, sir. Make sure you can. Even though
And
you got
if you look at his, if you look at his body, I can't see him, but you can see that his toes turn in.
can you face him so they can see that?
Yes, which turns his knee in, his front knee, which means he's avoiding kicks, certain kicks.
Right.
His shoulders are square, so if he took a shot or a stab to one part of his chest, it wouldn't hit both lungs, it would hit one.
Yeah, boy.
Okay.
Chin slightly tucked.
Chin slightly tucked. I'm gonna go through that. It's an active body position that limits potential strikes to your body while enabling you to defend or attack easily. All motion and force should begin with your back leg extending through your body and into whatever move you try. Body alignment is an important part of any martial arts stance. This will reinforce whatever stance you take. A bent back will negatively impact your balance, and limbs unaligned at joints will be more prone to sprains, strains, and breaks. Always try to limit the potential for counters and strikes in your stance. Provide your opponent as few targets as possible, especially when training with a partner, but also in real life scenarios. It's important to coordinate your motion with your opponent. Train your reflexes so that you begin your attacks, blocks to coincide with your opponent. This will limit his ability to respond or change his approach. So if you see Belay in that stance, it really limits your opponent.
Right. If you look as far as my chest area, so I'm gonna go up a little bit so you can see. So as far as what's open, to get to my head, you got to get my hands is out here. This right there, it's kind of hard to get to my face. It's hard to get inside my center line over here, my sternum and all that, because I got my fist out. I got my other fist right here, and they basically kind of close that area in. Like he said, as far as you see my legs, you got my front foot, which my knee, you try to kick me in the middle, this knee will stop that. And just a slight movement, I'm protecting my ribs, my kidneys right here. I don't have to move much because the stance has that in there already. So, all right. And on Patreon, we show the stance in detail. You can check it out. Even though you're seeing just now, the way the camera is a little bit more difficult to see everything. I have to go up and down, but check the Patreon. All right, so know the path of force. The thrust is all your self-protection movements will begin. The thrust of all your self-protection movements will begin in your back leg, extending through your body and target. A common mistake of novice is to aim at the target and not through it. This, however, will limit the force, which will limit the force with which you hit, since you'll be stopping. Baba hates that. Stopping your strike at the surface of the target to ensure you hit with the full breadth of your blow. Always punch through your target to the space beyond it. I think karate does a good job of teaching us that to imagine punching through They talk about that too. If I'm correct, or
Yeah.
at least the summertime class that I took would talk about that. But while training, you should always begin with slow, precise, concentrated movement. This will prevent you from hurting your training partner or yourself. As your precision and muscle memory improves, you begin to speed up your motion. So definitely, that's why that snapping your punch back, or stopping right at the body, that's not good. Or right at the point of contact is never good. You can't, well, I guess you can't see it like that. Let me see. Stand up again. So this chair is a head right here. I don't punch, bring that back like that. That's not how we do it. We punch and go. I want to go through that. If this head is right here, I want to punch like that and go as far as I can through that. And that just hold it out, but we lay it. We lay those punches. And you can go fast and still lay, and then coming from the legs. And that's how we want to throw those. That's how we want to throw those. We want to go through the target. All right, Bob.
All right. Ready your hands. Bend your arms so that each is close to your body.
I'll show while you're talking.
Leading too far with your front hand will give opponents the ability to slap your hand out of the way, compromising your stance. Your front hand should be at about a fist distance in front of you. Your back hand should be at about placed so that it is at or slightly below chin level. You may want to curl your hands into fists so that you are ready to punch, or you may want a more defensive open hand position. Either of these work well with a fighting stance.
Just depending on your plan. So what he's saying is, when you put your hands too close up like that, we call that crunchy, and somebody will knock your hands right into your face. If I put them down like this.
Or if you have a knife, imagine you have a knife in your hand and they knock that. That's going to stab you right in the face.
Right. You got a knife like this, pop, right in your face. If your hands are too far down like this, then we just slap them down, and you defenseless right now. Oh, this is open.
And so and that women have to watch out for.
Right.
Even if you don't have large breasts, but if you have large breasts, definitely, you have to watch out for putting your hands below your breast. I mean, some women's breasts almost at their knees. You can't have your hands all the way down there. So you're going to have to squeeze the breast somewhat. And that's what I wish Ominika was here to talk on that. But, I've trained all my daughters, my wife, other women, and it's always the hands have to be up, not below the breast.
Okay. And also, so I'm showing you from the front right here. You see this hand is right here or right here. This front hand is not out right here. It's slightly inward, just like that. There's a fist right there between my body and the hand. And it's right there, slightly turned in so it can come straight down the middle. If I have it like this, then I have to straighten it to punch. But if I got it already right there, I can release it straight ahead. Straight ahead with my hips turning. It's a more powerful punch. It's more straight down the barrel. So it's a more accurate punch as well. And that's also slightly bent like that. It's for my own protection. The way my front leg is bent in, if I want to protect my body, I'm already there. I'm already there protecting that area. So The stance is scientifically built to protect you and to make you more efficient. A good stance. You can't say everybody's stance like that.
Right.
So, all right. Align your body. To execute most moves, you have to bend your elbows and knees, transferring your weight and motion into the force of the strike or defense. However, a well-aligned limb will withstand force better, protecting you from sprains, strains, and breaks. In particular, you should keep your back straight and your shoulders down. A slight bend in your waist and relax your body. Your chin should be tucked, but your eyes should be up. I like that, Baba. I like how you did it. Your chin should be tucked, but your eyes should be up. Keep your hands aligned with your forearms. Striking an opponent's target with the bent wrist is likely to do much damage to you. Striking an opponent target with a bent wrist is likely to do as much damage to you as your target. And so
we had yesterday, we were teaching class and a student, we were teaching uppercut. And a student had his fist, and this happens, this is common. He had his fist
just like that.
Going,
like you trying to make a muscle, like how the bodybuilders make a bicep muscle.
Right.
And curling your hand like that. That's how you hurt yourself. What you do, this is, like I tell people, this is a shield. I use this is all one piece. This wrist and this forearm is together. So it's never any bending going on with a punch. If I'm uppercutting from right here, the uppercut comes like this. It's coming from my hip. I'll show you from over here so you can see it. Frontwards. You right here. I grade the uppercut. It's like this. It comes straight. Wrist stays straight. Punch goes up. If I'm hooking, when I hook around like this, wrist straight. Hook come around. Like, I'm sorry, I was supposed to be demonstrating something else, but when I got into the hook, what we talking about?
That was you supposed to demonstrate the hands and how it's one piece.
Shoulder align with the forearm when I throw that. Keep that straight. Like so. When this jab comes, go straight out, wrist straight. My shoulders are slightly bent. My chin is tucked right here. So if for some magical reason you ever got to my chin right here, it's tucked in. As you can see from this side, my shoulder is protecting that. As I'm looking straight, the shoulder right here slightly up is protecting that right there. So that's defense built in the stance. Right?
Use small, quick steps for speed and to control your balance when you are bridging the gap between you and your opponent. You must be ready to adapt to your opponent's movements and be able to change stance or movement in any direction at any moment. It is of utmost importance to be at ease and relax in your stance. Then you will move smoothly. Practice all punches, kicks, and grapples from your stance, but make sure that there's no unnecessary movement, which is called telegraphing. And you can show that.
So
show a punch and show a rear knee.
Okay. So, and I'm gonna show you telegraphing too. So this is me punching from a fighting position, right there. So frontwards, I'm gonna show you in the front. So you just saw it from the side, straight like this. Now telegraphing. See, I come out before I. One thing I'm assuming we say I stay tight when I'm about to attack. I'm gonna stay tight, but also if I was to come out like this before or lunge forward before I punch. You know, some people lunge and then throw a punch and it's wide like that. They bring their elbow all the way out like this before they punch. You know, I've seen people, I know, no lie, punch like that right there. They whipping their arm out. They lunging forward first. That's telegraphing. So rear knee, I'm gonna come down to show that. See the punch in the rear knee. So come on with this rear knee. But I want to step all the way through when I throw that rear knee. So I'm gonna show you me going all the way through. Come up a little bit so you'll see my motion. Oh, my fault. I turned the lights off on myself. Give me 1 second. Okay, here we go. We back on. Thought that was Georgia Power for a minute. No. So here we go. Punch knee. There's no telegraphing that knee coming. It's just going to be punch knee. Just like that. I would be following through a little bit more, but I'm a little limited. Man, let me push that chop away so I can follow through all the way. It's reckless abandonment when you're throwing that rear knee. So it's punch knee all the way through. All right. Yes. So I would say practice punches, kicking, and grappling off from your stance. So yeah, let me show grabbing for your stance. So real quick, I'm in my fighting stance, and you come forward and put that knee out. It's like that. I'm kicking with my heel inward like this. I'm gonna show you from this side. That. Go a little bit lower. I'm putting this right here on your shin. From fighting position without moving at all. Bring this closer so you can see what's touching on. In that fighting position. Just like that. And I will come down on your shin from right under your knee, all the way down on your shin from fight position. So I'm in fight position, come down on it, just like that, all from fight position. Both punches from fight position. If I'm clinching, all from fight position. Short movements, just like you said, it's an arrow step I'm using in movement. So if I take a small step with my front foot, my back takes an equal step. If I take a lunge, my back foot takes an equal step to keep you balanced and in fighting position at all times. And the more you train, the more you will appreciate the stance that we do and how it keeps you in balance and in good striking position. A lot of people, when they first start training, they'll say, they'll do a couple movements and be like, I'm not in the position that you in. And that's because the footwork took too many steps. It was once upon a time, long time ago, I used to take too many steps. So far long ago, I almost don't remember. But I was expecting Papa to laugh at me about that one. But no. So it's one of those things where having good position is going to having good footwork is going to put you in good position to do things. So that's why it's so important. That's why footwork drives all technique. So control distance so you can control time. Your footwork is what controls the distance. Multiple steps, advance. Don't slide your feet. Sliding your feet puts on the brakes. Also, don't hop or bounce. Keep your upper body loose. So again, and I got on slides and I still ain't sliding. So, which I never, and y'all, if you knew, never seen us before, women, first, I want to speak to you real quick. Get a little closer in there. you see my face when I tell you this. If your man is out with you with slides on, it's not loving you like you need to love. So, gotta tell you the truth.
With slides or flip flops.
Oh goodness. You know what I'm saying? I just can't stress that enough. Slides and flip flops. Now I've seen a guy do some damage to a guy with slides on, but neither one of them knew what they was really doing.
Right.
It could have been bad for both of them. So don't think you're you know, you might have did something to drunk Charlie on the corner at the corner store and you had on your slides. So don't do it. Don't risk it. I'm telling you, it's bad. So anyway, real quick, control your distance so you can control time. The footwork is what controls the distance. So go down to my feet real quick. So when I'm in fight position to cover this space, I'm not gonna hop like that. I'm gonna take a quick step, and I'm right there. That's a big difference. That's a quick covering distance in less than a second. I'm right here. Somebody talking, boop, boop, just like that. That's not hopping. That's not bouncing. That's steady, and that's calm. If I want to take multiple steps, now I'm gonna do the same step, but I'm just gonna show now you just see my upper body cover the same distance. Say I have to throw a punch. Gonna throw a quick 2-piece. Just like that. God dang it, cut my light off again. Stepping over plug, excuse me, y'all. We gotta stay a little jerky just to, or it wouldn't be us. Here we go. All right, move that out of the way. All these cords and stuff and things. All right, there we go. So again, cover this distance. So throw a 2-piece. Real fast. I know it ain't real fast, but fast enough. Can y'all even see them punches? I know they coming out pretty fast. I don't know if you can see those, man. Try to slow it down in the playback. But that's what you want to do. Stay relaxed, still tight. That took me a while to learn. Tight as in everything is right here instead of I ain't like this. Everything is locked in right here. I had to cover multiple steps. I'm gonna come all the way back. And it would just be very fast, very steady, very calm, keeping my balance. No hopping. It's the footwork that controls it. I could take one long step and be right there. Just like that. Don't take any time. Just like that. All right.
All right. So, in summary, the interpretation of entrances or entries depends on whether it's referring to the tactical entry into a fight or the foundational systems that are considered entrances into the broader world of self-protection training.
Oh.
So it can be either one. For beginners, especially, it deals with entrances into the broader world of self-protection training. Some of you all will say martial arts training. We don't, because all martial arts aren't for self-defense. Some are for health. Some are for fitness. Most are for fitness. But only a few really are for self-defense when you get down to it. All right.
That is right. So I had a question, Bob, about something we said earlier here. So we said Many people recommend martial arts for new practitioners because they are effective and well-rounded. It says boxing emphasizes striking and efficient real-life self-defense.
Yeah, I'm talking about. I'm not talking about boxing like in the boxing ring.
Okay, I understand.
So boxing for us is throwing your strikes, your kicks, but it's also being tooled up, meaning I pull a knife, a pistol, machete, whatever, against you if I have to. But it's also boxing, you know.
Because footwork and everything plays a part into how you're moving and all of that.
Right. And in boxing, as far as the sport that's in the ring, boxing footwork is excellent.
Definitely.
Okay.
Definitely.
The punches, I mean, you're punching with a pillow on your fist, so that's not that safe for you, to be honest. But the footwork is excellent.
Right. And I'd be thinking about how it could really make you delusional about what you got and how you're doing things, because you only know taping and a bunch of tape and then the gloves. Like, you don't really have a feel of what it feels like to punch a target without all of that on a lot of times.
Right. You never do, because you always are wearing the wraps and the glove.
Yeah.
When you touch hands with somebody, and that's why Mitch Green and Mike Tyson, they both broke their hands when they got to a fight with each other in the street.
Exactly.
Because the hands are conditioned.
Yep. Emmanuel Briggs asks, where does the majority of your weight rest?
When you're doing what?
I'm guessing he mean in your fighting stance. Is that what you're talking about, Emmanuel Briggs? When I'm in fighting stance, where's the majority of my weight rest at?
It's actually about 50% on your front and your back foot.
Right. It's so, man, the more you do it, the more you really appreciate it, because it is distributed very well. I'm not bending forward, but if you look at my shoulders, they kind of come forward a little bit. That's to give me that downhill feel to it. So it feels like I'm coming downhill, but I'm upright. My back ain't bent like this. My back is really straight, and my shoulders are curled up just a little bit. I don't know if you can see it. Let me turn this way. Change this side. So yeah, you see, my back is straight. My shoulders are curled. That's why my chin is protected right here. And if we go down and look at my feet, I'm gonna just go down and stand right where I'm at. You see, I'm on my front foot, so I can easily back up, which is not backing up, but lion step this way, or keep my back foot up, and I can easily go forward. I can do either one because I have good weight distribution right here. So boom, and the way I use that, the way come up right here, that lion step, when I back up right there, you could be trying to uppercut me instead of doing a bunch of moving, and just come back like that. That arrow step, forward, arrow step, lion step, arrow step, lion step. You see my back is straight, but it appears like I'm hunched over a little bit. That's just a great technical stance right there.
Yes, indeed.
I hope we answered your question, Mr. Briggs. Are you still with us? Any other? Let me see. I don't see any other. I think that's the only question right there. Any other question? Any questions about what we just reviewed? Because we've seen all this before. Well, some of you have not. If you've been with us for a minute, you've seen these before. sometimes put together differently in different areas. But any questions? Any other questions? Appreciate the chat. Number one, Spider-Man. Spider-Man 7251 was number one on. Okay, I'm just getting what those crowns mean. Who was 1, 2, and 3?
What the crowns mean?
Yeah, so on YouTube, because I can't see, for some reason, I can no longer see the comments on StreamYard. But when I go to YouTube, they got this new thing now where it shows, the first, second, and third person to join the stream or the join the chat. And I guess that's so you can keep count of that, reward people for being present or whatever it may be. But I think that's what it's saying. I'm not sure. But it has a 1, 2, and 3 that they show by the name sometimes. Yep.
I never knew that. But well,
I think that's something new.
Because I look at the numbers on StreamYard. I look at the numbers in the chat.
And I won't be in this space. We definitely have having a place where I'm going to shoot at. It won't be in this room where I'm so confined, and we'll be able to demonstrate things without having to move the actual camera lens so much. We'll have more space. I'm just moving into this new location, so I still got a bunch of things to get settled before I can navigate. And this right here is the best place on my internet, so that's why we doing it from right here.
Pretty cool. So be safe in your homes. Be safe out in the world.
Stay dangerous.
Stay dangerous. Stay black or whatever it is you may be. Love y'all. Peace.
Peace, 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 peace.
I can't end the stream. It's like my computer just totally frozen for some reason. But see y'all later. Peace.
Yeah, we just gonna log off of here. Y'all be safe.
All right, Belay.